Hey YouTube, in this video I've got an unboxing from QubeDepot So, first off, I would like to give two quick shoutouts. One to Twitch. I am on Twitch almost every day doing things like this unboxing or a bunch of solves. Sometimes I play Tetris, all sorts of stuff like that. So make sure to check it out at DGCubes Live. And shout out to the currently 49 viewers who are in chat with me. There's a whole lot of viewer interaction on these streams, so hopefully you stop by sometime and enjoy it. And the second shout out is of course to my sponsor, CubeDepot. Check them out at QubeDepotUSA.com and make sure to save 5% with the discount code DGCubes. It helps me out a lot, so I really appreciate it. We did it, Reddit. Alright, so we've got two cubes in here. We've got the MoYu AoSu WRM, and we've got the QiYi Master Pyraminx. So we're going to get started with the QiYi Master Pyraminx. Now, as a reference, I have my Shengxiao Master Pyraminx here, which is kind of a terrible Master Pyraminx. It turns really terribly out of the box, and I did put like some Maru type lube in it a while ago. And it turns a little bit better, but it's still, like, I still have to do a lot of wrist turns on it. So hopefully we can get something better with this. Now, of course, Master Pyraminx isn't an event, but it's super fun, and I enjoy doing it in the Speed Solving Weekly comps, so we'll see how this one is. Right off the bat, it just feels a lot sleeker. It does have the right color scheme, which is a good thing. And yeah, I don't know, the stickers just look so nice. They're really shiny, but also very flat, and like they just attach to the puzzle very well. It's a weird compliment, but I really like these stickers. Anyway, let's get into first turns. Whoa, interesting. This is very clicky. It feels magnetic, but it's probably ball bearings? I don't actually know anything about this Pyraminx, or Master Pyraminx. It is not really turning on all the layers, but that might just take some breaking in. See, like, this layer is really hesitating a lot. It's got a nice caress factor, though. Thank you, LP Cuber. Yeah, this layer, I don't know, I'm just turning this, trying to get it to go around, but, like, I can't even really do this, because sometimes it's getting caught. This is gonna, like, out of the box, this is nothing too special, but I can tell already it's gonna need a lot of breaking in. But it's definitely not, like, bad. I can feel the potential. Whereas on this, it's got, like, so many pieces, and you can kind of feel all of them with every turn. This one, you can't really feel all the pieces. It's very smooth mid-turn. It's just getting the turn started is really frustrating for some reason. And, oh, wow. These tips are something. I don't know if you can hear that. That is serious spring noise. That's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, the tips are going to be an interesting thing to try out. So what I'm thinking I might do is try this real quick for the Speed Solving Weekly comp and see what sort of times I get compared to this one. So I'm going to do that now. This won't be included in the video, but I'll come back and let you guys know what sort of times I got. Yeah, it's warming up to me. It's not great, but that was a 28. We'll take it. 30.6 average. So I just finished up my average of 5 on here for the Speed Solving Weekly comp. If you haven't competed in that before, I will leave a link in the description to where you can. And I can feel this puzzle warming up to me already. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but I can absolutely feel it, like, just improving as I do the solves. It's still, you know, I still get some weird lockups, but, like, you know, you can sort of see that it's at least listening to me a little better when I try to turn it. And I think maybe a little bit of lube and just breaking in will help this. And I have a feeling that in the future I will be able to recommend it over the Shengxiao. I've heard this is the best one on the market once you set it up well. And I think for me, setup is probably going to be mostly just breaking it in. And I think that will improve it a lot. So, does it have my recommendation right now? Not quite, but I think it has a lot more potential than the Shengxiao. So that's what I'll say about that. If you are curious, I'll leave a link in the description. So moving on, we have the MoYu AoSu WRM, which is the really exciting part of this unboxing. So the reason I decided to get this is because I've been doing 4x4 on stream. I just recently switched to doing 4x4 live. And so I'm doing about 25 solves a day from here on out for a while. And my old main, my current main, the Valk 4M, wasn't really doing it for me the first time I streamed. I figured it would be good to upgrade a little bit. And we'll see. People in chat were telling me that the AoSu WRM is pretty good, so we're going to see how it is. Alright. I don't need this. There we go, that should help. Alright, here is the MoYu AoSu WRM. I got it in black because CubeDepot didn't currently have it in stickerless, but they may by the time this video goes up. Anyway, let's get into first turns. Wow. Yeah, this is a good 4x4. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm really vibing with this. It's not quite perfect yet, but like most of the turning, at least on outer layers, it turns really nicely. It feels like just really good quality from the outer layers. Compared to the Valk 4, I do feel like I probably get some more lockups on here with outer layers, but maybe I just turn less accurately on here. On here I'm getting a lot less lockups. It just feels a lot nicer to turn, and it's sort of speeding up over time, which is interesting. Inner layers I immediately like a lot better than the Valk 4. Although, actually, I'm kind of getting some of the problems that I see on the Valk. There are just a lot of bumps on most 4x4s with the inner layers. And I'm not a huge fan of that. Sometimes it can be kind of annoying, especially with magnetic 4x4s, I find that that's the case. But this one seems to have it slightly less, but it is still very bumpy in between turns in the middle layers. Yeah. I mean, it feels pretty good on the inner layers, and it feels great on the outer layers. I think the only really good way to test this is by doing a solve. I haven't done any solves yet today on 4x4, so why not just do the first one for the weekly comp, and we'll see how it goes. The main thing I am noticing is that like it feels like corner cutting might be a little bit lackluster on here. Not too great of a solve there. We got a 49. I tend to average low 40s, but I also did recently start doing cross on the left, so that might have affected that a little bit. I do want to check corner cutting because I am curious. It actually feels pretty good. It's just that like it can cut far. It just takes a lot of force. Reverse is almost non-existent at like it's not cutting this, and that's about half a piece. It can handle that though. I should also mention it is significantly smaller than the Valk 4. I think it's 59 millimeters, and the Valk 4 I believe is 60. Most 4x4s are 60 or 62. They used to be. But yeah, this is a small 4x4. It definitely feels small. But it is really nice, and overall I have to recommend it so far. I think this will likely be my main over the Valk 4. Yeah, I do think I probably should loosen this a little bit. Somebody in chat, Swift Cubing, made a good point. It gets better after breaking in and tensioning, and I agree. I think this will get better with breaking in, and it feels very tight, so I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to loosen it a little bit. But I mean, already I can feel it sort of like the QiYi Master Pyraminx. I can feel it warming up to me a bit, and that's a pretty nice thing. So, when I upload this video, I will also be live on Twitch on a different day, doing more 4x4 solves. So if you want to see how this cube performs actually live, you can go check that out. At this point, by the time you're watching this, I'll probably have broken it in a little bit more. Out of the box, this cube feels really good. Definitely a pretty big fan of it. And it's a pretty likely main. And same for the QiYi Master Pyraminx, except this one I think will just require a little bit more breaking in. Anyway, huge thank you once again to CubeDepot for sending me these puzzles. I really appreciate it. Make sure to check them out, and again, save 5% with the discount code DGCubes at checkout. Anyway, that's going to be about it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.